It's Hugo and Jake, they're coming to take a look at the Qur'an. So make no mistake, it's gonna be great, delivering more than comedy, that's what they wanna be. But honestly, it's fact from fiction, leaving lasting hits. When Hugo and Jake take faith and illustrate contradictions, create apostates to be great. Atheists make people who believe see the world in a different way. What's on the episode today? Take it away, Hugo and Jake. Loving the way they're splitting the fact from the fake, attempting to make those who hold faith reevaluate and wake up. But they just stay stuck and haters wait and stay in place. No time to waste. The Qur'an reloaded with Hugo and Jake.
Hello everyone, I'm Hugo.
And I'm Jake.
And this is the Qur'an Reloaded. Actually, this is the first one we're doing over here with our faces. Yeah, if in case you only watch this show, we're also ugly over here, so, yeah.
It doesn't, no. One of us is beautiful, but it just depends on which one of us the people want to pick on.
That's fair. I've been the target of most of it, in fairness, but I get it. I've seen me. Anyway, today we're continuing with the Qur'an. We're on 3rd Surah still. We're getting closer to the end, though. As we move on, I think the surahs get shorter as you go, luckily. So we'll see what happens. We're starting in 3rd Surah, verse 155. You do the dramatic pause to get them hooked.
It didn't work. I'm not hooked.
Oh, well, you have to be here for monetary reasons. But.
Right. I think I gotta poop. Let's hurry through this.
If this episode is bad, it's because Jake has to poop. Here we go. Those of you who turned back on the day when the two armies clashed, it was Satan who caused them to backslide on account of some of what they have earned. But God has forgiven them. God is forgiving and prudent. So I guess there was a battle at some point, people ran away, and that's Satan's fault, not because your soldiers are just scared of being murdered. Satan. That makes sense.
What? Is God not able to strategize around Satan influence?
No, apparently not. God's weird when it comes to power. Sometimes he'll just like, oh, I'll let Satan have this one. I don't know why. Just like the guy, I guess.
Did he like lose a bet? I don't understand how Satan ever influences anything.
Maybe Satan is like God's like lapdog, like literally, like it's a pet. And is just a piece of shit, and he lets it do whatever it wants, because he's like, oh, but he's so cute. Maybe Satan is just super adorbs, and that's why he's allowed to get away with so much. Have you considered that?
Satan's just a shitty Pomeranian?
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, you who believe, do not be like those who disbelieved and said of their brethren who marched in the land or went off the offensive. Had they stayed with us, they would not have died or been killed. So God...
Hold on. Oh, you who believe, do not be like those who disbelieved. Isn't that inherent in being one who believes?
You would think so. I like the defense afterwards, too, that, hey, if they hadn't run away, they definitely would have been killed. Trust me. Believe me.
Believe me. Got the best knives. Carve up those sons of bitches. They're like, we use swords. He's like, I like the short ones. They fit my hands.
I'm so glad we're only like 2 weeks
It's almost over.
It's so close. Like 3 weeks.
I'm not even shoehorning it at this point. It just happens.
I don't even want
Make it stop. Save us, Jill Stein.
With your folk band. Wouldn't that be the best twist? Like, let's say there's an electoral deadlock for some reason, and then the House decides, fuck it, Jill Stein, we don't care at this point. She comes out Inauguration Day with her shitty folk band, and they just...
Yeah, rides her bike to work every morning.
At the end of all this, I think everyone would be like, you know what? Okay, there were weirder ways this could have ended, so... See y'all in 4 years. God gives life and causes death. God is seeing of what you do. If you are killed in the cause of God or die, forgiveness and mercy from God are better than what they hoard. So, it's okay if you die. God will be like, good job, man. Like, it's great. Get virgins and stuff.
That's the equivalent of, like, a butt slap and a high five from the coach. That's not... Like, here's a good hustle. Also, we'll squirt a Gatorade, and now just go sit on the bench for eternity.
If you die or are killed, to God you will be gathered up. It is by the grace of God that you were gentle with them. Had you been harsh, hard-hearted, they would have dispersed from around you. So pardon them, and ask forgiveness for them, and consult them in the conduct of affairs. And when you make a decision, put your trust in God. God loves the trusting.
So do rapists.
That's
fair. Be fair.
That's true. Yeah. Especially the ones that
like,
get kids. Kids are super trusting. I have some candy. This joke works better now, I'm realizing, now that you can see my face, because I'm a little pedo-looking. I get it.
I asked the kids the other day, we were riding in the car, And I was like, hey, so if someone comes up to you and they're like, hey, we have candy, what do you do? And they all look at each other and go, well, do we get the candy? And I was like, oh, wow, you are doomed.
Like, all you gotta do is get them safe until, like, 10, and then they start losing interest. Once they got hair down there, it's a no-go.
Wait, they have hair at 10? I'm so fucked.
I don't know, are they Armenian? It depends.
If they're Armenian, it's 8. Just, you could tell because it starts sprouting on the knuckles. Wow, was that racist?
No, I don't. No.
Is it racist to point out that Armenians are hairy people? I don't think so.
No.
Nah, fuck that. You're hairy. You disgust me.
That
last part might have...
You went maybe an inch over. If God supports you, there is none who can overcome you. But if he fails you, who is there to help you after him? So in God let the believers put their trust.
Wait, he is capitalized. God can fail people?
But if he fails you...
God's like, oh, I really dropped the ball on that one. And you're just sitting there crying with your family. She has leukemia. And he's like, oopsies. I'll get you the next time. Like on your scratch off, we're instead of breaking even, we're gonna get you $10. Deal? Is that good?
All right.
Let's be fair. A $5 surplus in cash is more than you would have with a living child.
That's true. You know, people say bad things about having a dead kid. You know what?
A lot of saved money. I mean, after the funeral costs.
Yeah, that's gonna... It's like a one-time hit, though. It's like a one-time hit versus...
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, then you can save and, like, live your dreams.
The expense of your child's funeral is a deposit you're basically putting down on the rest of the happiness for the rest of your life.
This is getting dark. This is getting so dark.
It is not for a prophet to act dishonestly. Whoever acts dishonestly will bring him dishonesty, and on the day of resurrection, then every soul will be paid in full for what it has earned, and they will not be wronged. So, if you're a prophet like Muhammad, you can't do any wrong, and you're not a liar because Muhammad said so.
Is that how things work?
Whatever. He's had sex with a kid. I don't even care at this point. Is someone who pursues God's approval the same as someone who incurs God's wrath and his refuge in hell, the miserable destination? They have different ranks with God, and God is seeing of what they do. God has blessed the believers as he raises up among them a messenger from amongst themselves, who recites to them his revelations and purifies them and teaches them the scripture and wisdom, although before that they were in evident error. I like that it's evident error, too. Like, people were just walking around like, I know we're doing something wrong. I just don't know what. I wish someone would come and tell me what to do and how old a child has to be before I stick it in her.
Also, it doesn't really give you any indication on how to, vet the people that claim to be prophets of God. They just kind of say, like, yeah, we're going to send them among you. Yeah. You don't want to give me any criteria here? You give me fucking commandments and shit all the time, but you can't be like, he'll have blonde hair and be named Tim.
Tim.
I don't know. Tim sounded like the most neutral.
Tim the prophet, so saith I. God has said, there will be a Buffalo Wild Wings on every corner.
Yeah. Tim, is this right or wrong? He's like, just roll with it, you know? I'm Tim. It's fine.
Tim's a nice guy.
Tim the prophet.
ISIS wouldn't be a problem if Tim was the prophet of Islam. Everyone would just have a surplus of chicken wings.
Tim the prophet would be just like, hey man, guys, you have a cool acronym, that's great, but like, have you tried the jammin' jalapeno? The jammin' jalapeno, as we like to call it.
I can't tell if this episode is good or not. How are we doing, guys? Let us know down there.
Don't vote now. This is like the first debate. Gotta wait till the third, till we've really dug the hole.
Did you see a a betting house in Europe already paid out on Hillary Clinton bettors?
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
They did for Obama last time, too, 2 days early.
Shit.
But this time it's like 3 weeks early.
Maybe sorry. It is rigged.
Man, Trump supporters. I'm sure we have fans who are Trump supporters. You're gonna have a bad ninth. Please don't go out and do something stupid, even if he's like, go out, revolution. No.
Nah, just play this one out. Listen to Tim. Go to B-dubs.
Go to B-dubs.
It's
chill
fine.
Out. Hate brown people there all you want. It's fine.
That's Now people are gonna be like, not all Trump supporters hate brown people. Yeah, we know. The ones that are brown don't hate themselves usually. And now people are gonna say that we're Hillary shills.
Nope, just hate Donald Trump. And when a calamity befalls you, even after you had inflicted twice as much, you said, "How is this?" Say, "It is from your own selves. God is able to do all things."
He's saying that people basically cause hurricanes and typhoons and shit.
Yeah. It's, anytime anything bad happens, it's basically God punching you in the face and saying, "Stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself." God is everyone's asshole older brother. What befell you on the day the two armies clashed was with God's permission, that he may know the believers. Yes, we lost that battle so God could test us, not because we actually lost. Again, Donald Trump, there you go. Rigged. Rigged.
Believe me.
You think Donald Trump, when he gets the election results, is going to lean into the nearest microphone and go, "Wrong"?
He should, but no, I fully expect his concession speech to be a 4-minute ad for Trump TV.
I don't know if he's going to give a speech at all. I bet Pence will do
Calling it right now. If it's not a ploy to sell things, Pence will give the concession speech, almost sure.
Mm-hmm. And it was said to them, "Come fight in the cause of God or contribute," they said. "If we know how to fight, we would have followed you." On that day, they were closer to infidelity than they were to faith. They say with their mouths what is not in their hearts, but God knows what they hide. God's like a jealous girlfriend who found your Facebook password and now checks it all the time to see if or your Twitter, seeing if anyone's sliding into those DMs. Those who said of their brethren as they stayed behind, "Had they obeyed us, they would not have been killed," say, "Then avert death from yourselves if you are truthful." Do not consider those killed in the cause of God as dead. In fact, they are alive at their Lord, well provided for. God.
But they are dead.
They're totally dead.
They're very dead.
They're very dead. I understand. It's, we need to conquer Mecca. What are we gonna do? Okay, let's say I invent a new spin-off of a religion. And then I tell people they don't die when they die. And they'll be super brave. Mecca's not even nice.
It's not. It's a dirt hole. Mecca sucks.
There actually are huge hotels and, like, strip malls and stuff there now because it's such a, every Muslim is supposed to go there at least once in their life or whatever.
Yeah, but I want it in the middle.
It's become a huge tourist trap, which is hilarious. God, can you imagine if the Vatican was that bad? I mean, I'm sure around the Vatican, because it is a big tourist place, is pretty bad tourist-wise. Could be wrong. But, come on, Muslims.
The legit opulence of the Vatican makes me want to puke. It's so disgusting. It's like weird again. It's like Trump's living room when him and Pence sat down in those thrones.
What the fuck is wrong?
What is going on?
I know this is a Trump heavy episode, but the third debate just happened and I've been thinking about it. He is like the tackiest.
Yeah, man, he needs better interior decorating. If he wins, hopefully he gets better taste. I would love a classy Donald to trick everybody. Like, he's got all these people that just like, yeah, fuck the system. And then he just turns into a classy, like, debonair, like Baldwin, like Alec Baldwin.
Delighting in what God has given them out of his grace, and happy for those who have yet to join them, that they have nothing to fear, nor will they grieve. They rejoice in grace from God and bounty, and that God will not waste the reward of the faithful. Those who responded to God and the messenger, despite the persecution they had suffered for the virtuous and the pious among them, is a great reward.
So, okay, I don't... Is just existing after death a reward in itself? It really doesn't feel like a reward at all. It feels like really boring purgatory. Like cubicle-style shit.
Yeah, it depends the kind of afterlife. It's,
like, even an eternity of blowjobs is still an eternity. I don't want that.
You're gonna get trench dick if you keep a dick
that
wet
would be
that
very
often.
trenchy. You're right. Although, in heaven, I assume your dick would regenerate pretty quickly. Wonder if there's no refractory period in heaven. That's why it's great. It's just like, finally, us and the females are on equal footing, if we ever let the females come in the first place. Which we don't, because we're Muslim men. They're for us. If you give a woman an orgasm while you're a member of the Islam faith, you're doing it wrong. You're going way too slow.
All right, I think that's probably enough for today. Right now, we're actually doing a t-shirt sale. I think it's on the final days. There's not that much time left. It's Harold Penisman for president.
Harold Penisman!
There it is. It's like drugs, something, tiny guns.
Freedom, drugs, tiny guns.
There you go.
You're garbage. You're garbage at selling t-shirts. Last days. The 28th is the last time. And if you want it to come before Election Day, you can order it and get rush shipping. We don't get the money from rush shipping, but if that's what you want, go for it. Doesn't matter. Yeah. You could also follow Hugo Reloaded.
You can follow Jake at Bible Reloaded. That's his. How many Twitter followers do you have now, by the way?
Almost 20,000.
I think I'm up
popular.
I think I'm up to 14.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I lost a few hundred because I argue politics with people, and apparently politics is a super personal thing that we can't talk about because we're all trapped in our own echo chambers of despair and Facebook upvotes or some shit. I don't know. Like, we can talk about it. It's fine. Your candidate's shit, and I'm always right. Or vice versa. It doesn't really matter.
You can also subscribe to the channel if you want more of this. I don't know why you would, but that's always an option. And if you want to help support this channel and the Bible Reloaded, you can always donate to our Patreon campaign. I don't feel like giving the spiel on that, so go click on it to see all the stuff you get. You get stuff. There's pins. There's cube things. There's signed chick tracks.
That was longer than the spiel.
Well, it's done now. So, thanks, everyone. Until next time, I'm Hugo.
Jake.
And this has been the Qur'an Reloaded. Keep it classy, fellas. And single lady.
And go fucking vote.
Yeah.
Even if it's for Trump.